starting job at Ohio State, so he transfers to Texas. And, okay, I understand sitting for his freshman year, but last season, a good college quarterback, and here we're talking about basically Jesus in football pads. If you listen to the pundits everywhere, they were anointing him as the Heisman Trophy winner before the season started. He hasn't had 50 throws under his belt, yet he's the second coming, I think he's a good, solid quarterback, but he hasn't shown me, and I'm talking about Arch Manning, obviously.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown me that he's the next Cam Newton or the next Peyton Manning, He's just a good quarterback, that's all. I think that a lot of times when you play these name brand teams, Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, Oklahoma, you're enthralled, and I think the people around the country are enthralled by the name across the front of the chest, Texas has been beaten, a couple times. I think they're a good team. Are they a great team? I don't know. I'll answer that next week, but go in there with confidence. That's all. Look, as a player, I would much rather play against Texas and Oklahoma and Alabama and LSU than I would against, and nothing against these teams, but a Kent State or an Eastern Michigan or, a team like that. You get up for games like that, and I think that this team has got fight. Kentucky usually plays better against the tougher teams, and obviously they're going to see one in Texas.
UK color commentator Jeff Pecoro and Cats. They hit another bye week in here, second time in a month, as we talk with Jeff about, and then they gear up for Texas in 2 weeks, a week from Saturday. Let's stay in the college ranks and go to Center College, where Coach Andy Fry joins us. And, Coach, it was a shootout Saturday, a 37-36 win for your Colonels over Millsaps. It was 14-10 at the half when Cree Ross opened the second half with a kickoff return for a touchdown, which started a deluge of points.
Well, it did, but it didn't last long because they turned around and we had a shocker that on the kickoff, which and unfortunately they turned around and scored real quick right away, right back. So it was short-lived. I mean, I was thrilled to see our return work like it's supposed to work, and Cree Ross back there is certainly an instrument of destruction because of the speed, and that certainly helped. So, yeah, but it was a shootout, and from a coach's perspective, Joe, it was ugly, but even uglies are really nice wins. So.
Yeah, you mentioned it was that it was kind of a short-lived lead. One play later was Millsap going 50 yards for a touchdown pass, and then about 5 minutes later they score again. So in the span, Coach, of 5 minutes, you see 21 points put on the board, and then you all then retake the lead about 5 minutes after that with a 14-yard touchdown run. The third quarter was wild.
Right. Yeah, it was. It was tit for tat. I mean, it was almost kind of like it was a track meet there for a while. I mean, it was just we're running back and forth. And, I think, the two things I got out of this was, okay, we got to tighten up our execution. There were mistakes made as they had. Their whole thing, Millsaps, Joe, was they weren't going to let us throw the football. They were going to make sure we had to run the football to win. I mean, they were dropping 8 in coverage practically every play. So we fortunately were able to run, and we certainly, that's how we won the game. We were able to win. We were able to win the ground game, and because of that, I think it put them in a position where now they had to make big plays because they had to throw the football, and they did it quite effectively. But fortunately, we got a fumble at the end, and that's the old adage, never give up, and that's what happened.
Yeah, you mentioned the running. You ran it 42 times for 263 yards. I do want to ask you this. You've coached a ton of games. How many can you say you won in a game-winning safety?
Yeah. Well, not only game-winning safety, we went on a fumble. I mean, the quarterback tried to just run a little sweep to the left on the left hash because they're going to set up their field goal because he was a right-footed kicker, and we were able to strip the ball from him. I mean, now you can also say part of the fundamentals is ball security, and especially late in the game, we always talk about ball security. We say sometimes you gotta, double grip it, just to make sure that I keep the ball, and we were able to probably exploit a weakness that the quarterback made, and fortunately that kept us from losing the game.
You got Maryville coming up now, Coach, on Saturday. This is an unbeaten Maryville team. They're 3-0. Let's talk about their offense. What do you expect to see out of the Scots offensively?
Their quarterback is very good. He can extend plays with his feet, but they have wide receivers. Ben Fox was our offensive coordinator up until 2019, so I know a lot about Ben and what he thinks, and one thing he's going to do is he's going to go vertical at least 7 to 10 times. I mean, he's going to take shots, and we've got to be able to protect that. I think his point is if we take 10 shots, we're either going to get a pass interference or we're going to catch it or we're going to catch it. And 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, you talk about them going deep. They have 3 receivers whose longest reception on the year is 65 yards or longer. So you talk about air now. They don't care who they throw it to. They got a lot of receivers, a complement of them.
Yeah, they've got guys that can run, and he's gonna chuck it. I mean, he's gonna take. I know how he thinks, and it's not bad thinking.
Coach, I do want to ask you what your thoughts were on the John Gruden video, and he gave you a shout-out in that video as well.
Obviously, John, we tried to recruit his son. He was from a private school in Florida. He was a really good football player, his son was. But he would have been a really good Division III football player. He ended up going to Lafayette, a 1AA program. So John was in Danville. 2 is probably the biggest thing, is Daryl Hazel, who I coached back in the 80s, mid-80s. Daryl Hazel and John Gruden were roommates. And Daryl Hazel and John both kind of rose up through the profession. Daryl Hazel was the associate head coach with Jim Tressel at Ohio State. Then he was the head coach at Purdue. Then he was with the Vikings for 3 years. And, John Gruden did his thing. And so they were real close. And Daryl Hazel, every Monday at 1:30, he meets us on a Zoom meeting, and he breaks our film down with us.
Wow.
We break our film down, and he breaks it down. And he gives us kind of his old, what I would call, okay, defensively, this is the things they're thinking. This is the boundary corners that are weakest guy. He gives us all suggestions that really it helps affirm what we're seeing. And then he gives us ideas. And the fact is that he's doing that for free. A lot of people have to pay a lot of money for people to be consultants. And Daryl just, our relationship started back in the 80s when I was coaching him, and he's a football junkie, Joe, so, he loves doing it. And quite honestly, last year when we won our conference, he was instrumental in helping us kind of develop game plans.
Yeah, that was it.
And he's doing it again. So that's the relationship. So to answer your question, yeah, it's nice that Center College and Center Football had 15 seconds of fame.
Center College head football coach Andy Fry, big conference win and now a familiar foe as he goes against Maryville and their former offensive coordinator at Center College, the Maryville head coach now. At Center College and Andy Fry coaching tree just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. We'll step aside. We'll come back. Coming up on this next segment of the DQ Pigskin Report, Levi Rogers, the Lincoln County head football coach, and they got a big win, big district win for them over Wayne County on Friday night. So we'll talk with Coach Rogers about that coming up live here at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, where you can come in, get the $7 meal deal, original cheeseburger or chicken strips. They got different burgers in that $7 meal deal as well, with fries, a drink, and a sundae. Or you can bump up the sundae to a Blizzard for $2 extra. $7 meal deal here at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, home of the Pigskin Report on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and hometownlive.net.
Hear every play.
Ball's knocked loose, picked up by Kentucky.
We're excited about this team.
Hear every hit.
All out blitz. Boom!
It's an exciting time.
Hear every touchdown.
He's throwing deep. He's got it. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Hockey football.
We're ready to go.
On the UK Sports Network.
Z105, your home for the Cats and the hits, is WRNZ FM Z105. Go Cats!
Great. See, we're practically sitting on the field. If you could sit here.
Your food and drinks will be right over.
Oh, yes! For the same price as way up here. Great seats. Right up here with a blimp. Why wouldn't you? It's the same with auto insurance. With discounts up to 40%, it's possible to get the personal service of a State Farm agent for the same or less than those other guys.
See your State Farm agent in Harrodsburg, David Hopewell, and Randy Couch.
Rising prices are everywhere, from gas pumps to the electric bill. Intercounty Energy understands these times are challenging. That is why we're doing all we can to keep your rates competitive and service reliable. We also have programs to provide options to help you manage your bill. To learn more about what we're doing for you, go to intercountyenergy.net, intercountyenergy.net, or togetherwesaveky.com. Togetherwesaveky.com. Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
Yeah, Joe Mathis alongside Super Dave at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, where we have done our fair share of eating, and now we're doing our fair share of talking high school football and college football as well. Started off with UK color commentator Jeff Pecoro and Center College head football coach Andy Fry. Hey, the chicken strip baskets are 100% seasoned white meat chicken tenders. They come with a dipping cup of gravy, which Super Dave loves. You get the French fries and the toast. I mentioned I got the sweet chili chicken strip basket today. That actually comes standard with ranch because it's got the sauce on the chicken tenders. They figure you like to dip that in ranch, and they figured, right, I do indeed like to dip it in ranch. So they guessed right for me, though I do agree with Super Dave. The gravy here is phenomenal. And you can stop by Dairy Queen in Harrodsburg and grab something to eat as we continue to talk in high school football, where Levi Rogers joins us, the Lincoln County head coach. And Coach Bryce Bob Floyd ate his Wheaties last week. 8 catches, 118 yards, and 3 touchdowns in a win over Wayne County.
Yeah, he had a really good game. Tucker was able to find him. We were able to get him matched up in some different stuff, and Wayne was kind of loading up the box there as we thought they would to really stop the run game. So we started getting the ball out quick to him, and, he was able to break some tackles, make some plays after some catches. So really good night overall for Bob.
Yeah, make sure I get it right. It tied the Lincoln County record. That would have been 40 years since someone caught 3 touchdown passes in a game at Lincoln County High School. And the 118 yards, the most in the last 4 years. You mentioned Tucker. He had another good game for you, 250-plus through the air, 3 touchdowns, and ran for a touchdown, too.
Yeah, he had a good night. Like I said, they were kind of loading the box up on us and stopping the run early. So, we had to get it out to get it to your playmakers' hands in space. Tucker did a good job. Offensive line did pretty good blocking up front, as far as the pass game goes, because they were kind of going inside of blocks and doing some stuff to shut the run down. So good job by the O-line and, being able to kind of shift game plans there and get the ball out in space.
Yeah, you all, Coach, moved to 1-0 in district play now, and if I'm not mistaken, Boyle County did not play and Russell County did not play a district game, so you all are in first place by yourself.
Yeah, that's right. We're off this week. I think they may play this week, actually. So.
Okay, yeah. You got the bye week this week. You got Boyle County lurking the following week, but you do have 2 weeks to prepare for Boyle County, Coach. So what do you do on a bye week that's also fall break week for you?
Yeah, we're going to come in and practice pretty much like normal for us. Big deal going 6 in a row there. So, getting our guys healthy, the ones that are nicked up and banged up, as well as, like you mentioned, we'll go ahead and start our game plan for Bull and have a couple extra practices in there to where we get to go over things more than once and some things like that. So it's good to have it at this time. And like I said, we got a few that are banged up, so it's good to have them, an extra week. It's a little bit easier week for them, and hopefully we can have everybody back healthy for bowl.
I did notice one thing from your game against Wayne County, Coach. It was good to see Damon Spiegel back in the backfield, taking some carries.
Yeah, Damon was back for us. He's kind of gotten over that ankle. He had a high ankle sprain he's been battling through all year, but seemed to be healthy, ran well the other night, got in there, and, looked like he had a little bit of quickness and explosiveness, no limping and that kind of thing. So I thought Damon ran well.
You also had, just a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, Brody Baker, who made 2 field goals, tied the school record. He got another one again on Friday night.
Yeah, Brody's still, Brody's more and more consistent every time, so we have all the faith in the world, all the trust in Brody Baker. He actually we had a little bit of wind behind us, but he made a 50-yarder in practice this week.
Wow.
So his legs getting more healthy the more and more we go here, and he's getting more confident. And he's just, Brody's got another year, too. So I'm excited for the future. And, Brody's a really good kicker for us.
How far was the field goal Friday night?
I wanted to say it was 27 or 28. And realistically, we went for one on the first drive that was probably same range, around a 30-yarder. We ended up going for it on 4th down. That, looking back, I probably should have let him kick that one too.
It's always easy to go back and look Monday morning quarterback, right?
Yeah, it is.
Brody's going to look at y'all and say 27, 28 yards, too easy, Coach. Can we get one 45, 46 or something like that?
Yeah, the more and more, like I said, he's getting more consistent in practice. So, the more he shows it to us, like I said, he's getting more and more healthy, too. So, we're confident in him down there.
Yeah, 6-1. The Patriots are through the first 7 games. Again, the bye week this Friday. And then Boyle, Russell, and Garrett will round out the schedule in the final 3 Fridays. Coach Levi Rogers, Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice, and we'll talk to you next Monday, okay?
All righty. Thank you, sir.
There you go, Levi Rogers, Lincoln County head football coach, 6-1. Their one loss against Franklin County. They got the bye week this week, and then they end with 3 consecutive games to end the regular season before they hop into the playoffs. Joe Mathis alongside Super Dave here at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, and we are living life and loving life, talking football and eating DQ. We'll step aside, come back, one last segment and one last commercial break. We've got Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix and Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker as well. We will let you know as well that as soon as this show ends, we're going to end this show about 5 minutes early because we're going to send it over right down the street, actually, from us here at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen, where Gary True is set up at the Mercer County Lady Titans soccer field for 46th District semifinal action. It's Mercer County versus East Jessamine, and we'll have that game right after this show on 99.5 FM WHBN. We're back after this for the DQ Pigskin Report on WHBN and on 103.9 FM WHIR.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Most of us may have some weekend free time, so when you find yourself looking at a home project, come see us at Job Master Rental. We'll get you the right tool for any job. We can help you tackle home improvement projects to major construction and everything in between. Come see us at Job Master and take advantage of our weekend special. Pick up a piece of equipment on Friday after 3 p.m. and return it by 8 a.m. Monday morning and pay the one-day price. Come see us for all your rental needs. Visit us at jobmasterrental.com. We have 2 convenient locations in Danville and Lebanon. Let us help master your job.
And now, back to the DQ Pigskin Report.
Live from AM Harrodsburg, Dairy Queen talking high school football, eating Dairy Queen as well. You can't get much better than that. Hey, if you are an early to bed, early to rise type of person, then the Dairy Queen breakfast is the thing for you. The $4 breakfast, you can choose between any of these three, and you can get it for $4. Biscuits and gravy, along with hash browns and a coffee, or whatever drink you'd like. A chicken gravy burrito. That comes with hash browns and coffee or a drink, and the sausage biscuit or bacon biscuit with hash brown and drink, all that for just $4, the $4 breakfast here at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen. Let's get back to high school football and talk with Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix, where Coach Haddix joins us, and Coach, in the first ever Boyle County versus St. X football game, your defense dominated, holding St. X to just 3 points and negative 15 rushing yards.
Oh, they played unbelievable. I thought our defensive staff and our defensive guys did an outstanding job, with the game plan, and then the kids executing it. Nick Mills, our defensive coordinator, Tyler Ray coaches our secondary, him and Deion McPherson, and then Coach Mills does the linebackers, and then Coach Singleton does the defensive line. And just the will and the effort that our defense played with was very noticeable. And that's what it takes. Defense wins championships. People, I call the offense, and I played quarterback and that, but I know what wins and what's got to be successful and the standard of play of what we got to have, and very, very proud of our guys.
Coach, not only was it the first time that Boyle County ever played St. X, looking at some stats, it's the first time Boyle County had ever won back-to-back games versus 6A opponents in school history. Of course, the 6-class system dates back to 2007. It's also, Coach, the first time St. X had scored 3 points or less in a game in their last 57 games. Got to go back to the 2020 season to find that out. So what you all did on Friday against St. X, something that hasn't been done in a long time.
Yeah, and they're a very well coached football team. They've their head coach Kevin Wallace is a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Won multiple state championships at Bowling Green, won one at St. X. So quality football program. That's who we want to play and who we want to test ourselves against. That's something. Our regular season, people look at that completely different, and that's their job as a head coach or who runs their program. You can look at it as like, well, I'm trying to get wins, or you can look at it as I'm trying to test our team and get us ready for the playoffs. And games like last Friday that's getting us ready for a playoff type game, a physical football game the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, Coach, you went for over 300 yards of total offense. I know you're probably wishing you scored more than 14, but overall offensively, Coach, you spread the ball around. You had Daryl Yancey, Jiden Smith-Heisel each carried the ball 13 times. You had Kane Logan with a long run in there as well. Jet Raleigh ran one in for a touchdown. So you spread the ball around and kind of showcase the different weapons.
Yeah, we've got some players, and we're going to get them the ball to them in different ways. The one big thing that's an improvement for us we wanted to focus on was no turnovers. I think we had a turnover on downs, and I think we had 2 3-and-outs. But other than that, we were moving the ball, playing complementary football. Our defense is playing great. We feel good about that. So you limit on the chances that you're taking, and then when you call your shots, you got to hit them. If you're not hitting them, just still make a positive play out of it. And we did that for the most part.
Coach, you hop into district play now, and you got Russell County coming up on Friday night. This Stephen French-led Russell County Lakers team. Let's start off with an offense that looks fairly run-heavy with their quarterback who does it all for them, Tanner Stringer, who's thrown for 8 touchdowns. He's ran for 13 more.
Yeah, he's a dynamic guy in the backfield. He can really throw it. He can move. He's probably their best athlete as far as what they're doing. He'll play both ways. They do a good job. Coach French is coached here. Obviously, it's Larry French's son. So he knows what good football looks like and what it is. They're going to have a very similar scheme to us on some things that they do on offense and defense. And we've got to come out and play to our level of play and execute and get better. We still got a lot of things we can work on and improve, and that's our goal during these district games.
Looks like they're a pretty good receiver as well, Kennett Wills, who got 7 touchdowns up over the 500-yard mark this year in receiving yards.
Yeah, they spread it around, and they want to throw the ball. And when you get an athlete out in space, and then he's got a good arm, he can throw it up. And obviously, if you practice that a lot, you're going to have some guys that can go catch it. So they've done a good job.
What kind of formations, Coach, are they running, like these designed runs for the quarterback, or is he taking off after plays break down?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both for them. They do have some designed quarterback runs, and then some of it some bootleg that he's got options to pass, and then he takes off and runs. So they do a good mixture. They'll be in the shotgun a lot, and spreading it out in spread formation.
Their offense has played well this year and got some nice-looking stats defensively. However, they have struggled. They've given up 106 points in the last 2 games alone, Coach. What do you expect to see out of this Russell County defense?
They'll play similar to us as far as sets. They'll get an odd front and an even front, some both. They'll play a lot of cover 3, and they'll play some cover 2, some quarters looks, which the way we talk football a lot, and our language of football is 1 high and 2 high. That's cover 1 is 1 high safety. That's what we say is cover 3 a lot, or cover 1, and then 2 high is either cover 2 or quarters. But that's how we kind of classify ours. They will alternate some as far as what they do, but they're going to be sound, and we just got to go make plays when they come to us. You can't force things. You got to do what your coaches do and execute it at a high level, and that's what we push for every Friday, and this Friday is going to be no different.
Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddock's, Coach, what's the keys to a victory on Friday night against the Russell County Lakers to start off your district slate 1-0?
We got to play with great intensity. That's something I felt like was a difference last week of just our mentality of what we went and how we attacked the game. That's going to be it. You got to take care of the football. You got to win the special teams in field position and play rebel football. 11 black hats to the ball. I think that was the most evident thing we had last week, and that's the keys to success for us. I mean, that's going to be every week. 11 black hats to the ball, be the most physical team on the field, and good things happen.
Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddock's Rebels are at Russell County on Friday night. And now let's head to Danville and talk with Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. And, Coach, you spread the ball around with 4 different players scoring touchdowns and 9 different players touching the football.
Yeah, other than the first drive of the game, we dominated offensively. The guys did a really good job up front. We owned the line of scrimmage, and that always makes things easier. And we were able to run the ball and then be productive in the passing game as well. I thought Gillen did a really good job making sure that throws were in the right spots, and even some of his incompletions, that they were balls where only we were going to catch them, and they were in the right spots to either back shoulder or receive or lead them like he needed to. So he had a really good night. But it was one of those fun games, like I said this morning, where you have some firsts. We had Savon Johnson, who's a freshman starter for us, a tight end and fullback, scored his first touchdown. Braden Ford, who's starting linebacker for us as a freshman, got to score his first touchdown on a fullback dive. And, we had a kid like Gavin Walker, who's a senior, that's worked his tail off, get his first catch of the season and have a really good run after catch there to get it down to the 1-yard line. And I think that one was to set up Braden's score. So we had a lot of good things happen on the offensive side of the football.
Coach, we do want to touch on Javian Mukes. He did cross the 1,000-yard mark. He is the fastest Admiral in terms of number of games to hit the 1,000-yard mark since at least 2013. Did it in 7 games and ran for 84 yards on just 4 carries with 2 touchdowns, Coach. So congratulations to Javian.
Yeah, passing that 1,000-yard plateau is a cool thing, and it's great for our kids, too, because it's a team accomplishment. We've got offensive linemen that have improved tremendously throughout the season, and then our tight end fullback group, is a group that's improved well, too, and we've had to plug and play some guys there, through some injuries in those position groups. So, really good accomplishment as a team, and great for Javian, obviously.
WB Du Bois is the next opponent, Coach, and this is the 3rd in 3 straight games where you play a team from the Louisville area and you play a team Danville has never played before, and this is because WB Du Bois just started a football team 4 years ago, and now you find yourself in the same district as the WEB Du Bois Lions, and this is, you think of a team that just started up, you think they're going to be behind the 8 ball. This is not a bad football team whatsoever. Tell us about this Lions offense.
Yeah, they've got a lot of weapons. They've got pretty good quarterback play. They've got one receiver that's just tremendous. They've got speed all over the field. I mean, these guys can run all over the place. And, they've got a lot of good players. The interesting thing is, of course, like you said, they just came to be 4 years ago, and it's the newest school in JCPS. So they've got a lot of bells and whistles that a lot of other campuses don't have, and that's attracting a lot of kids there, and their enrollment's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So I'm going to be hoping they're out of 2A this next realignment cycle. But yeah, they're pretty good. They're offensively they're going to spread it out. They're going to try to get their speed and space and get people the football and try to get some forced missed tackles and those kind of things.
Yeah, they're let's see, record-wise, they are. I'm trying to find it on here. They're 3 and 4. Yeah, they're 3 and 4. Yeah. You're right. But 2 games, Coach. They lose by a touchdown to Holy Cross Louisville, lose by a touchdown to Marion County. I mean, you could easily, flip that. They could be 5 and 2 or something through their 7 games.
Yeah, without a doubt. And the weird thing for them is they don't have their stadium has not been completed yet. So even their home games are away games, and their school's on the west end of Jefferson County. And they play their home games on the far upper east end at either Ballard or Wagner. So, they don't really have any home games, which you would, really term as home games. So, that's just something they're fighting through right now. But they're doing a good job with their kids. And, they've got some athletes defensively. They'll put a lot of pressure on you. They give you a whole lot of looks. They can run a 4-3. They can run an odd front. They can run a 3-3 stack. And then they've showed little bit of 4-4 with a 1 high safety, but they're going to play a ton of man coverage with the athletes that they have, and they just make it really tough on you. And I tell you what, man, you look at a game like last week against Lexington Christian, and we all know, Lexington Christian's a top-tier team in Class 2A, and they hung right with them, until about the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, and it took LCA making some tremendous plays. They had a couple, one-on-one catches that they made that, it would have been a 14-7 game at halftime instead of 28-7 if they don't make a couple tremendous catches in one-on-one situations. So, this is a football team that can really play.
Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. Coach, what's the keys to a victory on Friday night against WEB Du Bois?
Well, we can't turn the ball over. You mentioned some of their close games. The Washington County game, they beat Washington County 42-13, I believe that was the final score. It was a 4-touchdown difference. But they scored 3 touchdowns defensively. They had a scoop and score and then 2 pick sixes. You cannot turn the ball over against these guys and just give them free reign in the open field because they're going to be tough to bring down. That game kind of proves it. So holding on to the football is critical. We've got to make sure that we establish the line of scrimmage against these guys. And their best player is probably one of their defensive linemen, who's a kid that's got some offers. So. We've got to do a good job up front and be able to run the football. And defensively, we cannot lose coverage in the secondary because like I said, they've got guys that can move a little bit. And, that happened to LCA Friday night. They lost a kid, there in the first quarter. And that turned into about a 70-yard touchdown pass. So we got to be able to do that. And then obviously got to be able to tackle like always. And I think those are the big things. This week. And, of course, kicking game is going to be huge in a game like this when you're facing a team that has so many athletes. We can't have mistakes in the kicking game and got to make sure we tackle well with our coverage.
Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker giving us the update as Danville takes on WEB Du Bois on Friday night. That game at Admiral Stadium. We have 5 games we're keeping track of on Friday night. One team is on bye. Let's start off with WEB Du Bois at Danville. 7:30 kickoff on 103.9 FM WHIR. The Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, and Josh, his son, head down to Russell County to call the Boyle County and Russell County game. That's a 7:30 kickoff Friday night on Z105. Garrett County, fresh off that 38-0 loss to Lexington Catholic last Friday. This Friday, they get to host another really good team in Bardstown. 7:30 kickoff on HometownLive.net. Mercer County, after the bye week last week, is at Lexington Catholic. 7:30 kickoff on 99.5 FM WHBN. Anderson County, Lincoln County, and Casey County are all off this week. So we have 3 area teams that are on bye. Again, Danville hosts WEB Du Bois. Boyle County is at Russell County. Bardstown is at Garrett County. Mercer County at Lexington Catholic. So 2 teams on the road. That's Boyle County and Mercer County. 2 teams at home. That's Danville and Garrett County. The next day, Saturday, of course, UK is off this week. They are on bye. You heard Jeff Pecoro say hopefully they can get healthy, get Seth McGowan healthy during this bye week. But Center College is at Maryville. 1 o'clock kickoff for that game on Saturday. And we'll pit the former Center College offensive coordinator against his former boss, the head coach, Andy Fry. Where you get Center College at Maryville Saturday at 1 o'clock. Again, WB Du Bois at Danville, WHIR, Boyle County at Russell County, Z105, Mercer County at Lexington Catholic on WHBN. Bardstown is at Garrett County, hometownlive.net. Anderson, Lincoln, and Casey County are all off. Saturday, Center College is at Maryville. Keep your radios tuned in right here. We're getting ready to end the show again just a little bit early, and that's because we're sending it over to Gary True at the Mercer County Lady Titans soccer field for a kickoff between Mercer County and East Jessamine on the Hometown Radio Network on 99.5 FM WHBN Harrodsburg. We appreciate you being tuned in tonight to the DQ of Harrodsburg Pigskin Report right here on the Hometown Radio Network. Super Dave, say bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to you too, Super Dave, man, if you're going to be that way about it, as Rick would say.
This has been the DQ Pigskin Report, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agents, Intercounty Energy, CC Auto Parts and Service, Whitaker Bank, Jobmaster Rental, and by DQ of Harrodsburg. Join us every Monday evening at 6 during football season for the Pigskin Report on the Hometown Radio Network and hometownlive.net. Miss any part of the show? Listen to the video replay on hometownlive.net.
On WHBN. This special sports presentation is brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street, featuring discount flooring prices and is a service of Whitaker Bank, Shelter Insurance, Jamie Dunn Agent, Farmers National Bank, Ranstall's Bureau Chapel, Arnold's Pharmacy, Gibbs Food Truck, and Thompson Pharmacy. This Mercer County Girls Soccer game broadcast live on 99.5 FM WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner, guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the girls 46th District Soccer Tournament here being hosted by Mercer County High School at the Mercer County Sports Soccer Complex here at the Intermediate School, as we've got night one action here tonight, the opening round between the Mercer County Lady Titans, the host team tonight, and the East Jessamine Lady Jaguars. Gary True and Ray Daniels here to give you the broadcast here tonight on your hometown radio networks, as these two teams met earlier back on September the 10th with here actually at Mercer County, with the Lady Titans winning a close game 1-0. And Ray, all indications is this could be another good one here tonight.
Yeah, I believe it is. It's going to be a very competitive game, and it's going to come down to probably the last few minutes, and a lot of going to be a lot of back and forth things happening as far as I feel like in the game, and Mercer's got to be able to withstand some of the East Jessamine's early on shots and goal and different things. So we'll see how they come out and play.
All right, as we will jump right into our starting lineups as the game has just began, as Mercer now has it with Mobley into the Lady Titans offensive end. Ray, you want to go ahead and work on the Mercer County starting lineup, or you got East Jessamine first?
I've got East Jessamine here. We'll go Maddie Arnold, Nora Fitzpatrick, Sloan Evans, Ava Creech, Maddie Johns, Blessing Lee, Kinsley Ward, Zoe Bruner, Maddie Massengale, Macy Cleaver, Kylie Conwright, and Cars Crowder. That's the East Jessamine starting lineup. Now Mercer's starting lineup, we've got number 4, freshman Dixie Vault, number 5, senior Kylie Waldridge, number 7, sophomore Emerson Daniels, number 12, sophomore Hayden Nations, number 13, senior Kylie Mobley, number 16, sophomore Carly Sanders, number 17, sophomore Addison Bartleston, number 20, senior Bailey Sims, number 28, junior Isabel Davinsky, number 32, sophomore Aaliyah Eisen, number 33, senior Olivia Rogers, and she's the goalkeeper tonight for Mercer.
All right, the Lady Titans tonight again are in their home blue jerseys. It's going to be one of those. Just got to kind of flip it a little bit.
Gotcha.
Mercer's in the blue jerseys, white numbers, the gray shorts, and blue socks for the Lady Titans here at home, as East Jessamine in white jerseys with blue numbers. And, excuse me, that's green numbers. Todd Davis, colorblind. And blue shorts, white socks for East Jessamine Lady Jaguars.
Looks like Bailey Sims has got it and off to the races, and she gets a shot on goal, and nice stop by the keeper there.
Yeah, just a little bit. She was able to get her arms up, just barely got up to there, but a nice job by the goalkeeper there. Maddie Arnold, on the season, she's got 187 saves. She averages 14.4 saves a game. She's given up 47 goals on the season, and that's an average of 3.6 goals a game. So I think the more shots Mercer can get up here tonight will be that much more beneficial to them in the long run.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As Mercer's got a corner kick here, and looks like Daniels is taking the corner kick, and she gets it in, and the goalie comes out and grabs it. But again, I think Mercer's got to be more aggressive, and 1-0 game last time we played. Both teams had a lot of chances to score some goals, and it was just unfortunate that they hit the crossbar. And I think, as long as Mercer can keep attacking like they did in the previous game, I think we'll have a good shot tonight.
So the winner here tonight in the opening round will advance to a Monday night's district final. They will take on West Jessamine, two district champion and runner-up. Both will advance to the region. Here's a nice break for Mercer. Sims with it out in front, and it got kicked by the defender back towards the goalie, and Arnold with an easy catch.
Yeah, she's a really good goalie for East Jessamine. I mean, she's come up with a lot of big saves for them throughout the year, and it's going to be a tough battle for us tonight. We got to keep trying to take those shots and get them on there, because she's a really good goalie. She communicates well with her players, and she's come up with a lot of big saves this year to keep East Jessamine in a lot of ball games.
These two teams on the season, as they wrapped up the regular season, Mercer County is 4-10-1 on the season, and East Jessamine is 3-10-2 on the season. Mercer has 2 wins against 12th region opponents, and East Jessamine is winless against opponents in the 12th region. And the ball gets deep into Mercer territory, and nice job there by Mercer to kick it out.
Ison got in there and kicked it out. Looks like there was some miscommunication on the goalie and one of the Mercer defenders, but Ison come in there and just cleared that out. Good play by her.
5.5 minutes into the game action here. No score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
Got East Jessamine taking a corner kick here. And it goes right to the goalie as Rogers comes out and gets it. She rolls it out to Sims, and Sims is off and running. Gets it ahead to Waldridge. Waldridge kicks it a little too far out, and the goalie comes out and boots it. But Mercer comes back up with it, and it goes back down to the goalie, so she collects it.
Action now headed back down towards Mercer's defensive end. Fought with it far side, and
looks like she just kicked it out of bounds. So we got an East Jessamine throw in here.
And that's going to go off East Jessamine. Back to Mercer. Beautiful evening for soccer action here tonight. A little cloudy skies, keeping the temperature down for the young ladies.
It's a beautiful night. If you're out and about and you're wondering what you can do for some supper tonight, come check out Gibbs Food Farm, and they got some really good hamburgers and fries. They got all kinds of assortment. So come out and check them out.
East Jessamine keeping it in their offensive end here as Daniels comes up, tries to get a steal.
Nice play there by Daniels and Bailey. Sims collecting. Daniels has got it. Off to Sims. Sims up and running. Off to Waldridge. Waldridge back to Sims. Sims back to Waldridge. But just it's a little too far out there. And goalie comes out and kicks it out of bounds. So it's going to be a Mercer throw in.
Eight minutes into the game, no score on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard as into Waldridge, who kicks it up, trying to battle for it, comes to Sims.
Daniels gets it over to Mobley. Mobley gets it back to Davinsky. Davinsky over to Daniels. And Daniels was trying to get it to Sims, but I believe she thought she was offside, so she just let that go.
East comes back with it, kicks it up to midfield. Nations comes up with it.
And offsides Mercer.
Just underway as we are almost, 9 minutes now into the play. No score between Mercer County and East Jessamine. Opening round of the girls' 46th District Soccer Tournament.
Looks like Nations stopped that, but she kicked it and it goes out of bounds. And looks like we got a couple of subs for East Jessamine coming in. And I cannot see those numbers.
Number 23 and number 2 for East Jessamine. That is Karis Crowder. Number 23. Mercer throw in. Nice throw in way up to midfield there. East Jessamine comes up with it.
Mobley gets it to Daniels. Sims tries to get it, but East Jessamine comes up with it. Reverses the field as it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Mercer throw in. It's thrown into Davinsky. Daniels comes up with it, gets it to Ison. Ison kicks it ahead. And Mercer's offsides again.
It's already about, what, three of those offside calls, maybe 4.
Yeah, they're so far they're watching that pretty close, and Mercer's strikers up top have got to just be aware that East Jessamine is pushing you back, and they're forcing that offsides. And again, looks like Mercer's got a breakaway. It's Mobley. Mobley's got it, and she gets a shot on goal and scores for Mercer County. And Kylie Mobley.
Goal for Mercer.
And a big goal is a nice play there. Mobley got it just outside of midfield and was one-on-one and was able to beat her defender down through there and played it perfectly, Ray.
Oh, yeah, that was a really nice play. And Mobley, she turned on the Jets, and she was able to get that up and in. So a really good play there by Kylie Mobley to get the first goal of the game.
Senior gets her 4th goal on the season and gives Mercer an all-important 1-0 lead here in the district game between East Jessamine and Mercer County.
Ison kicked that up to Sims has got it. Now Sims is off. She kicks it over to Mobley. Mobley's got it. Looks like she gets it back to Bartleston. Bartleston's got it over to Waldridge. Waldridge is East Jessamine looks like they took it away, and now they're going down the sidelines as they've got it down the sidelines. And they kick it ahead as Nations is trying to run it down. And Nations gets it. Nice play there by Hayden Nations. She gets it over to Davinsky. Davinsky gets it up. Waldridge comes in, but they call offsides on Mercer County again. East Jessamine's done a really good job of pushing us up to try to play on the far side here, and it's catching Mercer. Mercer's trying to get out and get to the goal, and we're getting caught on the offsides. But
ball goes out off of Mercer, and it'll be an East Jessamine throw in. 27-20 to go here first half. Lady Titans lead at 1-0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
And looks like East Jessamine tried to kick that towards the goal, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Olivia Rogers.
Rogers will tee it up right in the middle of the box. Line drive.
Gets it to Mobley. Mobley gets it over to Sims. Sims has got Daniels as she gets it to Daniels. Daniels going down the sideline and gets it. She tries to get it to Sims but couldn't. And East Jessamine takes it, kicks it back to the goalie. Now she's dribbling it out.
East punches it down the far sideline, and Vaught outruns them, gets control of the ball.
Yeah, good job there by Vaught to try to turn it. As
East now has it. Nice pass to the left side.
Looks like
deep down in the corner. It's a shot on goal, and Rogers with a nice play there to make the stop at the corner of the post.
Yeah, good play there by Rogers. She gets it out to Sims. Sims is getting it over to Waldridge, but back to Daniels and then back to Sims. Back to Ison. Ison kicks it ahead, and Kylie Mobley and Waldridge are running down to chase it. Mobley kicks it over to Bartleston. Bartleston's battling with East on the far side. And nice play there by Bartleston to keep battling. But East Jessamine kicks it off of her, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be an East throw.
Comes it over on the far side. Daniels kicks it ahead back towards the goal, and goalkeeper will pick it up. High kick deep down the field. Takes that big high bounce off of this turf. And Nations is able to kick it out of there. There's a pass all the way down. Sims trying to get to it, gets a shot, and it is stopped by Arnold. Wow, what a play there.
Nice play by the goalie there. I thought she was out of position. I thought Sims was going to have it, but, I mean, she hustled back and made a diving save there.
It was a good kick there by Ison, and Sims was able to run it down. Got a good shot on goal.
East is dribbling down the sideline, trying to attack. Looks like Nations is in battle with East, and East takes a shot on goal, but it hits the back of the goal and goes out of bounds.
23:35 to go here. First half action. Mercer 1 and East Jessamine 0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. First round of the girls 46 district soccer tournament.
It's a little early for softball, I think, this
year. Yeah, softball in my mind, I guess.
It will be here before you know it, though.
Well, we don't want to put the end to this one yet. That's right.
No.
A good kick up. Mobley trying to run it down far side.
East just kicks it out of bounds. Mercer's trying to throw it in quickly, and looks like goalie comes out and stops it, but
she didn't get it kicked out of there very far.
No.
And like she miskicked it and just went straight up in the air, and Mercer had an opportunity there to keep it in. Get a throw in on the far side. As ball like back and forth over there.
Ricocheted off a couple of people, and East kicked it off of Mercer. Looks like it's going to be an East throw in. East with another sub coming in. And that's number 7 for East Jessamine. It's checked in.
That's Ava Creech coming back into the game. Mobley tries to get it to the center. Ball like a ping pong over there, just
bouncing
going back
around.
And forth.
Bott comes up with it and kicks it way ahead. Looks like Sims has got it down the sideline, and we got offsides on Mercer. Looks like Waldridge was offsides. So East Jessamine's going to get a free kick here.
Clock approaching 21 minutes now left to go, almost halfway through first half. Action in the middle of the field as Nations gets to it quickly before it goes out. Punches it deep down the side. East will run it down. And Waldridge battles.
Nations comes up and tries to help. Daniels comes up and takes it away. Nations gets it. East takes it back away, and now we're kicking it back and forth as Daniels gets it over to Sims. Back to Sanders. Sanders gets it to, tries to get it to Mobley, but East intercepts it, and off they go. And Dixie Vault runs it down and kicks it out for Mercer.
Throw in far side for East Jessamine as halfway through the first half, Mercer County leading at 1-0. Thompson Service Center scoreboard action.
Nice play by, I believe it's Bott over there, or Sanders. But must have went out of bounds because they stopped the ball, and it's going to be an East Jessamine throw in here.
East gets it, and a shot on goal there. Rogers comes up with a nice stop.
Good play there by Rogers to come up with that. She gets it out, tries to get it to Mobley, but Sims comes up with it. Sims gets it to Davinsky, I believe, and oh, I'm sorry, that's Bartleston. She tried to get it too, but East Jessamine clears it out, and nice play there by Nations to get it out to Ison. Looks like we've got a whistle. It's going to be called against Mercer, so it's going to be a kick for, no, looks like they called it on East Jessamine, so it's going to be a free kick for Mercer as Nations get this to Sims. As
Sims tried to get it up to Mobley there. Looks like Mercer's made a little bit of a switch as they move Mobley over here to the right side and Waldridge over on the left side as we are facing here. East with a little advance there. Nice play by Rogers, or excuse me, Sanders from Mercer County.
yeah, she come over, got right in the way of that, and goes off out of bounds on her. But quick throw in by Mercer, and Rogers comes up and grabs it as East was trying to kick it in. So
tried to throw it out there, and East intercepted the pass. And Mercer kicks that out over in the far corner. 17 minutes left to play first half as the Lady Titans still holding on to the 1-0 lead. Shot goes wide. Goes out of bounds.
It's going to be a goal kick for Mercer County.
East has turned up the pressure a little bit here in about the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, they starting to get a little bit more aggressive on attacking the 50-50 balls as Rogers gets it out, and East comes right back up with it as, again, she's normally punting that ball a little bit further, but she's not getting it to midfield quite tonight. I don't know. It looks like Mobley comes up with it. Daniels has got it. Daniels over to Sims, but it was a little behind her. And nice play there by Waldridge. Comes up, and she is off to the races. Excellent play by Waldridge there as she's going to get a shot on goal. Ooh. And goes wide left.
Yeah, just kind of hooked it a little bit there as she was going really fast and trying to get under control there and got a little across the ball, but a good attempt.
Yeah, it was just a good hustle play by Waldridge there, not to give up on the play. You know, Daniels kicks it. It was a little behind Sims. It hit Sims and deflected, but Waldridge just ran and got the ball. And
Sims with a header. Kicks it way down, and East has got it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of East, deep in the right corner.
Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Mercer County.
Clock now down to 15 minutes to play, first half. Lady Titans 1 and the East Jessamine Lady Jaguars 0. Tries to get it into Waters there.
Waters gets it back to Ison, and Ison couldn't get to it, goes out of bounds. It's a Mercer County, or I'm sorry, an East Jessamine throw-in, as East Jessamine subs in again here with, I believe it's number 2 that's checked in for East. Sanders comes up and gets it. Daniels gets the stop. Daniels has got it in the middle. Nice pass to Sims. And offsides again on Mercer County. I believe that's about the 6th or 7th one on Mercer. Seems like so far.
East with a deep kick way down the field.
Nice play there by Nations, and Mobley comes up with it. She tries to get it over to Sims, but Bartleson comes up with it. Now Dixie Vaught comes out with it and kicks it ahead, and it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be an East Jessamine throw in. As East Jessamine's got another sub coming in.
I think East has really seemed to be benefiting a lot from their kicks and also the goalie's kicks, being able to get it way back down the field.
Yeah, they're starting to be a little bit more aggressive, and again, it looks like we're going to have another offsides on Mercer County. They're starting to be more aggressive, and East has really pushed their defense up to midfield. I mean, and Mercer's got to start watching that, and we got to figure out how to play off of that because they're just getting caught offsides. Seems like play after play, and the benefit to that for East is they get to keep the ball down more on their end of the field, and we've got to be able to try to somehow figure out to stay on sides but yet move the ball a little bit so we can get it going down the sideline there.
As Vaught really hustling down the far side.
Yeah, that's a nice play there by Vaught to get it down the sideline, and looks like Bartleson's coming up battling with East there, and she kicks it, but it just goes to the goalie there, and she comes up with it.
12 minutes to go now. Still 1-0. Lady Titans scored on a goal by Kylie Mobley at the 28:52 mark of the first half.
Sims gets the header, but comes out. Daniels battling with it for Mercer, and she kicks it ahead, but Mobley can't get to it. Her an East defender is battling over it, and it goes off of Mercer. East with a quick throw in, trying to catch Mercer off, but it goes out of bounds, and now Mercer with a quick throw in. As Daniels gets it, she's kicks it ahead. Nice play there, Daniels to Sims. Now Sims is off to the races, and Sims is going to have a shot on goal, and Mercer County just scores. Nice play there by Daniels and Sims. She got it. Sims waited, and she waited on that, and she let East get ahead, and then she took off. So it was a nice play there by Mercer County.
Yes, it was, as Sims gets a second goal here tonight, and that will be her 8th goal on the season. Mercer leads it 2-0 with 11:03 left to go first half.
That's a big goal for Mercer because they've been playing up and trying to be aggressive, but I think that was a good play by Sims to hesitate and just wait till they could make sure she was not offsides, and she was able to come up, and I think Daniels put it in a really good spot to where she could go after it and was able to get a goal out of it. Looks like, Mercer's starting to battle a little bit. That goal, I think, looks like it's energized our defense because they are starting to really chase the ball. And, I think that's a good confidence booster for this young team. We've talked about it all year. We've got a lot of young kids out there. And to get a 2-0 lead on East Jessamine, I think that's just going to help them moving forward in this game.
Throw in on the far side for Mercer. And ball is going to go off of East Jessamine. Lady Titans will get another throw in on the far side right in front of their bench.
Comes to Daniels on a throw in. Daniels gets it to Sims. Sims to Mobley. And Mobley tries to get it back to Sims, but a little out of the reach. But Mobley, looks like East has come out with it. Davinsky is chasing it down there on the sideline. She's got it as she's going down the sideline. And tries to get it to Sims, but gets it over to Mobley. Mobley's got it. Now, looks like East comes out with it. Nice play there by Bartleston. Keeps battling, trying to get the ball back. As now East has come up with it. And, Mercer does a really good job of just trying to step in there in the midfield. And it may not seem like that they get a lot on the ball, but they're able to maybe deflect it enough that they can come out and just, get the ball back. It's like Nations has got it now. Looks like East got it down the sideline, gets it to the goal, and a stop by Rogers. Nice play there for Rogers.
Nice job by East as they got a good shot on goal that time and worked it down. Nice passing. Approaching 8 minutes to go. Lady Titans still leading 2-0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
Nice play there by, I believe that was Davinsky that come up and took it away.
Action on the far side as
Davinsky gets it ahead to Sims, but it deflects off of East, and they get it going down the sideline. It goes out of bounds. East throw in as the East subs in a couple of more players. And we've talked about it throughout the year, and it's not a secret, but Mercer their depth has always been an issue, and I can't help but think if that's part of East's strategy early on is just to get a lot of subs in and out, because as Mercer approaches the second half, it wears on you.
And I think it's very important here to finish this half to not let East get any goals, get back into, cut the lead down to any closer than what it is right now, 2-0, because obviously if the 50 does become a part in the second half, it's better to have a little bit more of a lead.
Absolutely.
To work off of.
Yeah, and I think that's one reason that goal was huge for Mercer. And, I mean, it would be obviously tremendous if we could get another one with the next 6 minutes here, come up with another goal to take this 3-0 lead into half. But as Mercer it looks like they got their first sub in, and it's Caden Atkins comes in for Bartleston as East kicks it down the side, and Daniels over two. She deflects it over to Ison. Ison gets it to Sims. Sims got a deflection, and now Waldridge running down the sideline. Nice play there by Waldridge to cut in. battling two East defenders over there. As it gets to the middle, but no one's there. And Davinsky comes up with it on the midfield. She gets it back to Sims. Sims gets it to Daniels. Daniels crosses it to Mobley. Mobley crosses it over too far, but looks like Davinsky's trying to chase it down as East comes up with it. And we're going to get Davinsky for a foul there, so it'll be a free kick for East Jessamine. That was a good opportunity for Mercer there to try to get another goal, but Mobley was trying to get it across. Right idea, just couldn't get it to him. Now she gets it to Sims. Sims gets it back to Waldridge, and another offsides for Mercer County.
Clock goes underneath 5 minutes to go here in the opening half as Mercer leads it 2-0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
East gets a kick as looks like East comes out of there with it. And now East is off to the races. Can Mercer, nice play there by Nations and Sanders to work together there. Sanders, looks like Nations cut her off. Sanders got it. Now Daniels gets it ahead. East stops it. Daniels comes back, attacks it. And East is trying to keep it down the field as it looks like we're doing a lot of back and forth. And here goes East on a shot on goal. Nice play there by Sanders. Sanders comes in and hustles in there, and Rogers cleans it up, kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Sanders and Nations doing a very good job on the back line back there as it starts to rain a little bit here at Mercer County Sports Soccer Complex. 3:30 to play, first half action.
Looks like we got a whistle on East Jessamine, so it's going to be a free kick for Mercer. Atkins takes the kick, gets it to Waldridge. Waldridge has got it. Back to Vaught. East comes up with the steal. Vaught stays with it and keeps battling. Daniels comes out of the middle with it. She gets it over to Sanders. As Sanders is going down the sideline with it. And East comes in and kicks it out of bounds.
2:40 left, first half. East comes up with it at midfield.
Nice play there.
Mobley, yeah.
Yes. As Sims gets it ahead to Mobley. Nice. Mobley gets it back to Sims. Sims off to the races and still battling by Sims. Nice save by the goalie.
Yeah, Sims had got it a little bit too far out in front of her, and the defender took it away, and Sims took it back and got the shot on goal. Mercer still battling with it down at this end.
Looks like East is clearing it out. Right to Davinsky. Davinsky's got it. And she tries to get it over to Mobley. Mobley gets it. And I'm not sure what we got. I don't know if it was an offsides call. I believe, yeah, we got Mercer for offsides again. So we got a minute 25 counting as East Jessamine's going to take the free kick here. East gets it, and looks like Atkins got her foot on it, but it gets down, and Sanders comes out with it. She's going down the far sideline, tries to get it up to Mobley, or I'm sorry, that's Waldridge. as Daniels comes in. Looks like it was trying to go to Atkins, but she came in and got it. Now she gets it ahead to Waldridge, as Waldridge gets it over to Sims.
Sims runs it down, far side.
Sims has got it. Daniels coming in, and Collie Mobley on the run. Sims takes a shot and goes over the top.
Clock underneath 30 seconds to go here as goalie kicks it out of bounds up the far side.
Looks like we've got Mercer throw in with 8 seconds here, and East comes out with it. And that's the clock.
We're bringing into our first half action here at the girls 46 district soccer opening round. It is Mercer County 2 and East Jessamine 0. We'll send it back to the studio and come back with our halftime show. We'll return back in 3 minutes on your Hometown Radio Network.
Many families make photographs a part of a funeral remembrance to capture the memories of a lifetime of love.
The sadness of losing Mom is overwhelming, but seeing those photographs was a tribute to her lifetime of love.
We serve every need within every budget. Call on us.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a Lifetime of Love, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, folks. We at Hometown Radio Network have teamed up with EKU Center for the Arts to get you to all of the upcoming events starting now through March 31st, 2026. The EKU Center for the Arts is the destination for entertainment and experience in Central Kentucky. Be listening for your chance to win tickets to go see your favorite event here on Hometown Radio Network. And for more information about all the events, visit EKUCenter.com or just call 859-622-7469.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner, guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, and welcome back as we are back here at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by Howard Carpenter Floor Covering of Harrodsburg, big sponsor of the Mercer County Lady Titans soccer team as they're here in the opening round of the 46th District Girls District Tournament here. Mercer County hosting, and at the half it is the Lady Titans on top of East Jessamine by a score of 2-0. First half action, the first goal got into the net at 28:52 of the first half. Kylie Mobley got her fourth goal of the season to put Mercer on top 1-0. And then the Lady Titans scored their other goal with 11:03 to play first half. It was a Bailey Sims shot on goal, and that assist was assisted by Emerson Daniels, and that's Sims' 8th goal of the year as she leads Mercer County in that category. Ray, I had, just by my count, I had Mercer getting 8 shots on goal and East Jessamine with 5 in the first half action.
Yeah, that's what I have as well. Rogers has made some really good stops on the goal. You got to credit Mercer as a whole. I think they've come out the more aggressive team tonight. They've moved the ball well. Trying to, we've had a lot of offside calls. But, that's one of those things where I don't think the coach, I know it's probably a little too much, but you want your kids to be aggressive. And you want them to try to go see if they can steal one because, again, if you can get that advantage and you can go and try to get a shot on goal, that's what they was trying to do. You can't be too upset with that. I think you got to recognize it a little bit more moving in the second half. But, all in all, I thought Mercer played a complete team first half. It was a complete team, complete effort on all the girls' part. And, again, we talked about it before. My concern moving forward, if you're Mercer, is the fatigue factor. We haven't had any JV games the last few weeks, or the last few days, I should say. Not weeks, the last few days. I'm hoping that benefits Mercer a little bit because, we've talked about it before. We got a lot of sophomores and freshmen getting a lot of time out there that have been playing JV and varsity as well. And but not having that game the last few days and not having one tonight, I think that's going to help them. And we'll see how they come out.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, it's win or go home from here on. So, the fatigue becomes an issue. Sometimes you just got to battle on through it as much as you possibly can because you're playing for your season. If you're a senior, you're playing for your last opportunity, especially to play here at the home field. So currently we're here at the half as it is Mercer County 2 and East Jessamine 0. We'll take our final break, send it back to the studio, and we'll come back with second half action when we return as you're listening to Lady Titans Soccer on the Hometown Radio Network.
Have you heard about Farmers National Bank's Teller on Demand service? I gave it a try and I loved it. I simply touched the screen, talked with bank specialists live on screen, and they made it quick and easy. And the service even offers extended hours, 8 to 6 weekdays and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Teller on Demand is a quick and easy way to make withdrawals, deposits, or ask a question. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Many families make photographs a part of a funeral remembrance to capture the memories of a lifetime of love.
The sadness of losing Mom is overwhelming, but seeing those photographs was a tribute to her lifetime of love.
We serve every need within every budget. Call on us.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a Lifetime of Love, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey guys, my name's Skylar Carrier. I'm Alexis Mink. We're from the Mercer County FFA. Our annual radio auction is going to be held here soon. On October 20th, 21st, and 23rd from 6 to 8. Listen in on 99.5 WHBN to be able to bid, and we are still taking items donated from local businesses. Those dates are Monday, October 20th from 7 to 8 p.m., Tuesday, October 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. We're skipping Wednesday and going straight to Thursday, October 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. And make sure to listen on 99.5 WHBN.
As we come back here to the action, getting ready to start up second half as Mercer County and East Jessamine, Lady Titans with a 2-0 lead on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. And Ray, you got Mercer had some nice momentum and stuff going there towards the end of the first half, but see how they come out and if they stay aggressive or what the game plan is here coming out of the half.
Yeah, I think, all year long as we've watched, no matter who Mercer's playing, Mercer's either been ahead or tied the majority of the games in going into halftime this year, but when they come out in the second half, it's whatever team we've been playing in this tonight, it's East Jessamine. The other team's been a lot more aggressive to start the game, and they seem to be and that's when Mercer kind of gets down and they'll get an early goal, and then, they're back in the game, and it affects Mercer's momentum a little bit. But we'll see how this game plays. I'm hoping Mercer comes out and they're the team that's the more aggressive one. And I think if they are, then we can add another goal. It's going to really make it difficult for East Jessamine.
All right, as we're getting ready to start, Mercer will start with the ball. Here we go. Lady Titans leading it 2-0.
Aldridge gets it to Daniels. Daniels gets it over to Mobley, but it's taken away by East as Davinsky comes out with it. Gets it over to Sims. Sims has got it. She gets it over to Waldridge. Waldridge has got it. And she's battling with East Jessamine as Davinsky comes out with it. And East sends it down the field to Sanders as she's trying to come up with it, but again, battling with East, and it goes off East, so it's going to be a throw-in for Mercer County. Looks like Daniels tries to get it to Mobley. Mobley tries to get it back to Daniels, but East steps in. Daniels delivers it to Davinsky. Davinsky runs it down to Bartleston. Bartleston kicks it back to Eisen. Eisen tries to get it up to Mobley, but intercepted by East.
East with a pass deep down the field, and there's a shot on goal, and it's good. Scored in there for East Jessamine as they get an early goal here to start the second half. Trying to see that young lady's number right there. I believe it's number 2.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah,
yes,
number
number
2
2 for East Jessamine. And again, just to go back to what we've talked about, every team Mercer's played, being down or tied at half, they seem to be coming out more aggressive. Mercer's really got to start being aggressive and trying to get another goal back here. As Waldridge gets it to Sims, and Sims has got it. And Sims gets a shot, but deflected by East Jessamine. East kicks it out and clears it out. And Eisen comes up and takes it. Now it's over to Davinsky. Davinsky gets it to Bartleston. Bartleston back to Davinsky. And East Jessamine clears it out as Ison comes up and clears it ahead. But we've got a whistle, and it's going to be offsides on Mercer, I believe. So East Jessamine's going to get a free kick here.
Goal was scored by Lexi Cheney, number 2 for East Jessamine. Two to 1 cuts the Mercer lead in half as we approach 37:20 to go here in the contest.
Looks like it's going to be a Mercer throw in. Is it Mercer deflected it off East to get a throw in here? Looks like they get it into Daniels. East steps in, takes it. Daniels gets it back, tries to get it to Waldridge, but East comes out with it. As Dixie Vaught comes up and gets it over to Mobley. Mobley's trying to get it ahead. And, she got it. East Jessamine kicks it, but Bailey Sims intercepts it and trying to get in there to score. And looks like Mercer didn't communicate on that one, and they ran into each other. And
East Jessamine kicks it out of bounds far side as Sims and Waldridge had a collision there. Deep down in East Jessamine's territory, kind of ruined that opportunity.
Looked like Sims was trying to wind up and get the kick, but Waldridge was in there, but Mercer's got the ball and deep on their end again, so nice play there by Nations. The goalie ends up coming up with it. She gets it way down the field. Sanders comes back and takes it. Now Daniels is over there battling, and East just kicks it out. Vault throws it in, and Mobley's got it down the sideline. She gets it over to Sims, but East takes it away. Ison comes out with it and tries to get it down to Waldridge, but Aaliyah Ison staying with it. Now Waldridge has got it over to Sims, and the goalie comes out and makes a nice stop.
East is able to get it out of there, and wow, they got it way out. As nice play there by Lee for East Jessamine, and they've got an opportunity here. As it goes out far side over there, it's going to be a Mercer throw-in, looks like. Throw-in goes through quite a few people, and East comes up. Now Mercer's got it back.
Looks like Davinsky comes out with it. She gets it over to Sims, excuse me. Sims in there, and looks like Bartleston's battling with East as Waldridge comes out with it. She tries to clear it over. East comes out with it again. Now East gets it way ahead. Now it's a foot race for, and
we're going to get a whistle here.
It's going to be looks like a foul inside the box on Mercer County. Stoppage in the play. A yellow card on Sanders.
Wow, big break here as East was able to get all the way down the field, and
looks like
going to get a kick just outside the box.
Atkins is coming in for Sanders, and yeah, for Mercer that was outside the box, so that's better than inside the box. So hopefully they can try to deflect this out of there as they're backing up the defenders.
This is number 21, Macy Cleaver, and she leads East Jessamine with 8 goals on the season. Shot just a little too high and goes up over the top of the goal. Big opportunity there for East Jessamine to tie it up.
Mercer comes away with a big break there as she just kicked it a little too high over the goal. And that's a big call on Sanders there with the yellow card, as she has to go out of the game. But again, once you go out, it's just a few seconds and you can come back in. So looks like Sanders is coming back in for Atkins there. So
clock goes underneath 33 minutes to go. Mercer leads 2-1 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard.
Looks like Rogers kicks it and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be an East Jessamine throw in. And East is starting to throw it in a little bit quicker. It seems like they're trying to move to the ball a little bit quicker. They're just being more aggressive, and Mercer's got to try to get that back a little bit somehow, as we need to start getting the ball back on our end of the field, as right now it's just a little back and forth, and Mercer needs to settle it and start making some nice passes here as East Jessamine comes up with it and gets it back to the goalie. Ison comes up with the play and gets the ball over to Sims, who got bumped in the back there, but no call. And she gets it ahead to Mobley, as Mobley's chasing it down in the corner. And East Jessamine comes out with it.
Aldridge gets it back to Sims. Sims a shot on goal and just comes right to the goalie there. Had a nice move and got open. And he's quickly back the other way. Throw in for Mercer, down to Mobley. Down the right side, kicked out by East.
Mobley gets it. Bailey Sims gets it back to Mobley. As Sims comes back, deflected right to Bartleston. Bartleston's got it, tries to get a shot on him. East comes out, and Bartleston got a shot anyways, but nice save by the goalie. That's a good effort there by Bartleston to just stay with it and try to get a shot on goal, and she done a great job there. Just a better play by the keeper.
Approaching 30 minutes left to go as we are a quarter of the way through the second half.
Nice play there by Mobley just to get in front of it. She chases it down, and she's got Daniels and looks like Sims with her. She kicks it over just out of the reach, and East Jessamine comes and grabs it and kicks it out of bounds before Daniels could get to it, as Vaught throws it in quickly to Mobley. Mobley gets it over to Daniels. Daniels crosses it over to Bartleston. East Jessamine comes out with it.
Pushes it down the field.
Nations has got it and gets it back to the goalie, as the goalie just clears it out and it goes out of bounds.
Another East Jessamine sub.
Got 29 minutes on the clock and counting, as Mercer's got a 2-1 lead.
and goes out off of Mercer. Another East throw-in as they're getting it in quickly, trying to do something with it.
Yeah, East is doing a really good job of just trying to get the ball and catch Mercer off. Nice play there by Bailey Sims, and gets it to Mobley as she's got to get it ahead. And I think Sims just kicked it out because it looked like Mercer was offsides there. So
had a nice opportunity there for a break, but everybody a little bit too far down the field.
Looks like Nations comes up with it, and Sanders gets it as East and West. Now Mobley's chasing it down. Sanders gets it ahead. Mobley's got it. She gets it back to Daniels. Daniels gets it over to Sims. East Jessamine comes up and stops it, but Davinsky steps in for Mercer. And Valt's got it. As Daniels comes in and takes it, we got a lot of pushing and shoving over there going on. Looks like they called the foul there, so it's going to be a throw in for Mercer. No, it's going to be not sure if it's going to be a kick or a throw in for Mercer, but
it's like a throw in here as we've got a couple subs coming back for both teams, East Jessamine and Mercer County, as Atkins comes in to replace Davinsky.
This game is starting to pick up a little bit physicality-wise as the girls are starting to battle. And I think, as it approaches and each team not wanting to let their season in, it's going to only get more physical as the game goes on. And nice play there as Walters. Can she track it down?
Ooh. That was almost a big collision as the keeper coming out full steam. Waldridge running full steam, and the keeper for East Jessamine got there just before her.
Looks like Davinsky's checked back in, so
throw in for Mercer on the very far side, and Titans battling for it over there. East kicks it back up the sideline and out of bounds. 26 minutes left to go. Lady Titans on top, 2-1 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. 46th District first round of the girls soccer district tournament.
Nice play there by Daniels to get it, and Waldridge is off to the races, and Waldridge has got it, and another big play by the keeper. Daniels kicked it ahead to Waldridge, and East Jessamine's goalkeeper is doing a really good job tonight. She has stepped up, and she has made some big plays. As Bartleston's trying to get it to Sims. Sims has got it now and attacking. Sims takes a shot, and it goes wide.
Mercer a little more with the offensive possessions here, being just a little bit more aggressive, having some opportunities now. Those clock down to 25 minutes. As East kicks it out. Going to go out of bounds off of East Jessamine. Mercer throw in.
Looks like Davinsky comes out with it midfield. Davinsky tries to get it ahead to Waldridge. And Waldridge takes it off a deflection of an East player and couldn't get a shot. Daniels takes a shot with the ball, goes down. I believe that was a header that wasn't meant to be a header. There as she goes down. And I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. He's going to, looks like.
Mercer had the ball, and I guess because Daniels slipped and fell that they stopped the play, but she got back up, and now it's going to be an East free kick here. So
deep down in East defensive end here.
It's starting to, I think the weather's starting to play a factor. Is it's starting to get a little slick out there and stuff. But Mercer won the bat. Nice play there by Bartleston off to Sims. As Sims going to get another shot, but East Jessamine comes in and deflects as she's battling, and if she passes it back to Mobley. Mobley takes a shot, and it goes wide. Mercer's had some really good opportunities in this second half here as the last few minutes. I mean, but you got to credit our midfielders. They're really getting the ball up there and giving our strikers an opportunity.
Yes, they have, and it's it's if you're Mercer right now, you definitely want the ball down here on your offensive end and get as many opportunities, shots on goal as you can.
Mobley wins that battle as gets it over to Sims, and Sims shoots far out. Goalie tracks it down and comes up with it, boots it out, and it's way down on the other end of Mercer's field. As looks like Nations comes out with it, and Nations wins the battle there.
And action over on the far side as Mercer comes back up with it.
Looks like that was Ison that come up with it. Over to gets it to Sims, but again another stop by the goalie.
Mercer's racking up shots. That's their 7th attempt here in the second half.
Davinsky gets it, comes down with it, over to Daniels. Daniels over to Mobley. Mobley misplays it as East Jessamine comes up with it. But Mobley stays with it, battling. And now Daniels and Vaught battling again. Daniels comes out of there, battling with 2 East players. Vaught in there with it. Vaught gets it over to Mobley, but it goes too far and out. Got a East Jessamine sub here.
Clock approaching 21 minutes now here in the second half. Mercer still holding 2-1 lead. It's going to go out off of Mercer, so East will throw it in down here, trying to get it in quickly.
Looks like it goes off Mercer again, so it's going to be another East throw. East is trying to get it down the field, and Mercer kicks it out again.
He's throwing in as comes down the far sideline, gets past a couple of players, and will roll to the corner. Vaught battling with it. And East keeps it in bounds.
Daniels clears it out. East comes up with it to save it from going out of bounds. As a shot on goal. And nice play there by Rogers to stop that. Rogers kicks it down to Waldridge. Misplays it, and East comes up with it. Davinsky runs it down as Davinsky is going and tries to get it over to Sims, but I believe they miscommunicated there. Now Mobley comes up with it. Mobley gets it ahead, and East Jessamine comes out with it. Looks like she's trying to get it back to Sims and just a little behind her. So we got a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a Mercer free kick here. Nations gets it ahead to Sims. Sims has got it. Sims gets it over to Mobley. Mobley tries to cross it, but goalie comes out and gets it. Vaught comes up and tries to stop that, but now we got a nice play there by East Jessamine. Nice play there by Nation, Sanders, and just the Mercer defense in general as they come up and try to get it. Now Davinsky's got it. Dribbling down the far sideline as Davinsky's got it. As she gets it ahead to Mobley. Mobley's got it. Tries to get it over to Bailey Sims, but Daniels comes out with it, and Davinsky gets it, but looks like Bartleston's got it. Now it's back to Daniels. Daniels gets it and crosses it over to Waldridge. Now we got a lot of action, but looks like Aaliyah Ison comes up with it and just gets it down the field as the goalie's going to come out and get it.
Mercer's had a couple of opportunities of getting it back into the middle of the field, and it seems like the passes are just a little behind each other right now.
Yeah, I think a little bit of that's probably starting to be some fatigue, you know, as your passes are a little bit late. You're a little bit late getting to the ball. And, again, I mean, I would say outside of a 5-minute span, Mercer starters are pretty much played the whole game. So, East, on the other hand, have been subbing in quite a few players.
17 minutes now to go. Mercer still leads 2-1 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Here's second half action.
Nations has got it, dribbling down the field. And she's got it, and she's got it back to the middle. She gets it across to Waldridge. Waldridge has got it to Sims and misplayed it, and then the goalie's coming up with it there.
Bartleson has it over on far side, tries to get it, goes through a couple of players and back to Bartleson, or Ison, excuse me. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Mercer County.
Yeah, it looks like that'll be on Davinsky, as we had a collision there. All kids are okay as the East Jessamine gets up and gets the kick. Vaught gets it back as Sims tries to run it down, but East Jessamine beats her to it. And now Daniels has come up with it, but it ricochets to Davinsky. Now Davinsky's got it. Tries to get it to Mobley. Mobley's got it. She gets it ahead as Sims is trying to track it down, but Sims pulls up.
Looks like Sims is cramping up a little bit.
And, yeah, as Sims is hobbling there. We got a Mercer throw in to Daniels. Daniels has got it. Nice pass ahead to Mobley. Mobley on the corner there chasing it down. And not sure what happened there.
It's like it just made it on out of bounds there before Mobley could get to it.
Got a goal kick. As looks like Sims is cramping up, so she is down on the field. As they went on and started the play, I thought they was going to give her, but they're not going down. So Daniels has come up with it. Daniels has got the ball and tries to get a shot on goal, but not hard enough, as we have got players down on the field cramping and they're playing on. I'm not sure what that's all about, but
it's going to be a Mercer throw-in on the far side as we approach 14 minutes to go.
Mercer's playing a man down right now.
Actually 2 down because Waldridge is trying to help stretch out Sims with the cramp.
So and finally they stopped the play. For about 2 minutes there, it seemed like they was letting the action go.
So clock stops here, second half. 13:43 to go on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. As Mercer leads it 2-1, we'll take a break and we'll come back in 1 minute on your hometown radio network.
I figured it'd give them a good opportunity to take a break if they wanted one.
Don't think they're going to be able to do it because normally it's just no breaks in between. So as stoppage of play here as trainer for East and West Jessamine comes out on the field as helping out here. Sims went to try to catch up to that ball, and you can see her kind of stop and just reach down immediately to try to grab the front part of her foot to pull back on it, and started with the cramp there. Obviously, Waldridge was trying to help her out, so two of Mercer's offensive players, so to speak, on the end, and that wasn't hurting them getting back towards defensive territory, but officials did finally stop it.
Yeah, it went on there for a little bit before they could, before they stopped the game, but hopefully it's just cramps and nothing more is what it looks like.
So far, here's second half action as East Jessamine has got 3 shots on goal, scored 1, and Mercer County has 7 attempts on the goal so far here in the second half with no points totaled, as it is 2-1. Lady Titans had a 2-0 lead there at the halftime intermission, and we are almost 3/4 of the way through the second half, as the rain has been falling just about ever since 5 minutes to go first half, something like that. And it's not a real hard rain, but a light rain. And, you know, the grass is getting a little slick and the ball's getting slick. You can tell as some of the girls trying to do some throw-ins that it's not quite going as far as it normally would. So,
yeah, looks like they're having to carry Sims off the field as she is still cramping up, it looks like, and can't walk. They're getting her off the field, and this is going to be big for Mercer as Sims goes down. She is one of the senior leaders of the front there, and again, she helps out in the midfield as well. And with her on the bench, it's going to be
so it looks like they bring in number 9, Amani McCann, as a substitution here for Sims.
That's a freshman from Mercer County. So now it's your midfielders are going to have to really step up there and help pick up the slack there as the ball with Sims is out. You know, you got Davinsky and Bartleston and Daniels there at the midfield. They're going to really have to try to step up and control the ball a little bit. But Mercer in general is just going to have to pick it up a little bit because East Jessamine realizes that, you know, you got 13 minutes to go, and if they don't tie this, their season's over. So as they're going to definitely start to pick up and apply more pressure.
Got a foul called on Mercer there over on the East Jessamine offensive end. About halfway down. It's going to be out on the far right. Clock continuing to run now underneath 13 minutes to go. Second half.
East Jessamine's getting a free kick here. And it goes right to the goalie. And
It's loose in the box.
Oh, wow. Daniels just comes in and clears that for Mercer County.
Yeah.
As Rogers got it, but the ball being slick, she definitely lost it a little bit, and Daniels just swooped in there and cleared it out. Huge play for Mercer County there, as now Waldridge has got it back on the offensive end, and she's attacking along with McCann. And that's a big play there, as Mobley's got it over to McCann, and looks like Davinsky comes up with it to the midfield there. Davinsky's got it. She gets it over to Daniels as Daniels is running down the field to the side, and East Jessamine takes it. She's battling over there, but gets to the midfield as Mobley tries to get it, and East Jessamine just clears it out. So it's going to be a Mercer County throw-in. And it looks like East Jessamine's got a couple of more subs, and looks like Sims is hobbling back in. Hope she's going to be okay. Looks like she's definitely still favoring that leg a little bit.
11:20 to play now. Mercer County 2, East Jessamine 1, second half. Throw in deep down in the left corner.
Mobley gets it. Daniels has got it. Daniels back to Mobley. Mobley's got it back to Daniels. Vaught comes up with it and goes off of East Jessamine. So Vaught throws it in quickly to, and East just clears it out there. So it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Mercer County. So looks like Kylie Mobley's going to take the corner kick here. As it goes in, Sims gets it, goes right to the goalie. Approaching 10 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock as Mercer County's defense comes up to the ball and kicks it ahead. And too far out of the reach of any of our offensive players, so the goalies come up with it. As she boots it back down on the other end. As Nations heads it, clears it out. Gets back to Davinsky. Davinsky gets it over to Waldridge. Waldridge over to Sims. As Sims is going, and they called a foul on Sims. Wow. I believe that was more incidental contact than anything, but nevertheless, East Jessamine's got a free kick here with Davinsky's battling. And we got another foul here.
3 players down this time.
And somebody, I'm not sure if it's on East. Yes, I believe that's on East, as it looked like East had shoved Mercer player down, and then looks like one just got caught up in the mix. So looks like Mercer's going to get a free kick here. Looks like Nations is going to be taking the kick here. Mercer County. Nation gets it to Bartleston. Bartleston gets it over to Mobley. Can't control. Daniels comes out, takes it, and gets it to Sims. Sims gets it up to Mobley. As Mobley's got it, and Mobley's try to cross it to Bartleston. Bartleston can't control it. Comes up to Davinsky. And looks like Sims got it. But East Jessamine comes out with it and just kicks it out of bounds. Sims has got it, and looks like she was trying to get it to Daniels and then ends up kicking it. East kicks it out, goes to Sims. Sims has got it down the sideline. Ahead to Mobley, and East kicks it out.
Go underneath 8 minutes now as the clock is winding on down. Mercer leading 2-1.
Oh, into Daniels, back to Vault. Vault's got it down the sideline to Mobley. Mobley crosses it to Waldridge. Waldridge tries to get it back to Sims, but Sims laboring there, and I think it's she just can't get to the ball as quick as she was early on.
Nice play by Ison there to come up strong and keep it in this end. Goalie comes up with the kick, boots it way up the field.
Nice play there by Nations and Vaught just to clear that out. Bartleston's battling over on the far side, takes it. And a nice play by Bartleston to get it to Mobley. Mobley loses control of it. As she's got it, she gets it back to Sims. Sims has got it, takes a shot on goal.
Yeah, nice play by the goalkeeper there. She made a nice catch off of one bounce.
Vault is battling for East there. As East wins that, but Nations gets it at midfield and gets it ahead. As nobody comes and stops her, so she keeps going and kicks it too far out in front and comes up with the goalkeeper. And Davinsky's got it at midfield. Her and Bartleston battling with East. Daniels comes up with it back to Bartleston. Bartleston tries to get it over to Daniels again. And Ison gets it and clears it. Nice play there by Davinsky. Deflects it. Mercer comes out with it as Ison gets it ahead to Sims. Sims has got it. And Sims gets it up to Waldridge, or Mobley, excuse me. And Mobley's got it there in the corner as she's battling with East, and it goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a Mercer throw-in.
East will have, looks like 3 subs getting ready to come in here. At the next stoppage, I guess. East comes up with it, got a little bit of momentum here. It's across midfield.
Nice play there by Mercer's defense just to stop and let East run past them to be offsides there. Leah Ison and Sanders pulled up, and the East players kept going, and we got an offsides call.
The clock is now approaching 4:30 to go in the game. Mercer still leading 2-1.
Ison gets the kick ahead to Waldridge. I'm sorry, I believe that's Mobley. They'd switch sides. Mobley gets it to Davinsky. And Mobley kicks it. And we got another whistle. Looks like it's going to be on Mercer, so it's going to be an East Jessamine kick. Not sure who that was on or what happened there, but East Jessamine's going to get a free kick here.
Kick deep down the field. Nice shot
play by Sanders.
Yeah.
As Daniels comes up with it, gets it, and tries to get it to Mobley, but now Bartleston comes down with it. Bartleston kicks it ahead and too far ahead, so it's going to roll to the goalkeeper. As the goalie's got it, and now Vaught comes up and wins it. Nice play by Vaught, gets it to Sims. Sims gets it to, tries to get it to Waldridge, but looks like East Jessamine's going to kick it out, or they save it. But it's going to be off of Mercer. So nice hustle play there by East.
3:10 to play.
As East Jessamine looks like they're bringing in 3 more subs.
Mercer leading 2-1 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard as we go underneath 3 minutes.
As Nations kicks it, but it goes straight up in the air, and Sanders gets it and boots it ahead to Sims. A wild kick by East, but Sims comes down with it to Waldridge, and East takes it back. And East kicks it out of bounds. So now it's going to be a Mercer throw in. Mercer throws it in. Sims has got it. Sims tries to get it to Daniels. Daniels comes up with it, but it deflects off of East and goes out of bounds.
East with another sub that's coming in. Mercer's got...
Daniels gets it ahead to Mobley. Couldn't come up with it. East comes up with it. Now Bartleston takes a shot and right to the keeper. As we're approaching minute 45, so East is starting to really push now. Trying to be more aggressive and get that shot on goal. As East has got it. And looks like Dixie Vault runs it down for Mercer. And kicks it out of bounds. Looks like they get it in. Davinsky and Vaught collide, but Davinsky gets it out of there.
1:15 to go. Ball goes to the far side of the field. He saves it. And a nice play over there. Taken away as the Mercer has it. Kicks it back down. And East has to run it down deep in their defensive end. .50 seconds. Nice job by Daniels there to win that ball. And East kicks it out of bounds, and that's going to take up a lot more time. 35 seconds to go. Mercer leads 2-1. Throws it in deep down in the corner. And it is saved in by East. They're trying to kick it back up towards midfield. And it runs all the way through a couple players. Sanders
clears it back.
Down to 10 seconds.
And Mercer's got it on their end, and they just need to clear it out as it's going down the sidelines and goes out of. As that's the ball game. So Mercer County.
It's going to end it here tonight as Mercer with a nice job defensively and really kept the offensive pressure going second half. Mercer gets the victory 2-1 over East Jessamine and will advance to the district tournament championship on Wednesday night. As we'll take a break, send it back to the studios and come back with our post-game wrap-up report as the final score, Mercer County 2, East Jessamine 1, back in 3 minutes on your hometown radio network.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You'll discover wall-to-wall savings on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, LVT laminate, and area rugs in Harrodsburg at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. You receive free estimates. They do delivery and installation, and financing is available. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet has discount prices every day, so why pay more? Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet is at 540 North College Street behind Harrods Perkins Hill. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 till 2. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will absolutely floor you.
Lifetime of love, you lived a lifetime of love.
In a time of personal loss, there are so many memories.
I remember the good times together.
A lifetime of good times.
In your family's sorrow, we can provide every service and option and leave you with the loving memories.
The lifetime of love.
Memories of a lifetime of love. Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Casey County High School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio, where you never know what you'll get.
There's hoops, there's shenanigans, there's rigmarole.
With Matt Jones.
Pay me!
All done for the love of sports.
We're an hour and a half into the show. Maybe we should talk about something having to do with sports.
Don't miss a minute of Kentucky Sports Radio.
I say that only I don't want people to get their hopes up.
Kentucky Sports Radio.
It's kind of funny.
Hey, this is Ryan Lemon. Join me and Matt for KSR 10 to noon on WHIR AM 1230.
All right, welcome back here in the press box as it is post-game wrap-up report brought to you by Howard Carpenter Floor Covering of Harrodsburg as Mercer County gets the 2-1 victory over East Jessamine here in the opening round of the District 46 District Tournament here as Mercer got 2 goals both in the first half of play as Kylie Mobley got the first one at 28:52 and the second one Bailey Sims got on the scoreboard and put Mercer up 2-0 11:03 and assisted by Daniels on that play as East Jessamine got on the board. It was 2-0 at the half. East Jessamine cut in the lead with 38:29 to go in the game as Lexi Cheney got on the board for East Jessamine, cut the lead to 2-1. And several opportunities for both teams after that as both teams had a couple of really good shots on goal as Mercer County was able to play very good defense and kept the ball in their offensive end for the biggest part of the second half to come away with a 2-1 victory as Ray, big win for the Lady Titans as they get the victory and improve on up here and move on to the next matchup, which will be on Wednesday night against West Jessamine.
Yeah, it's a big win for them. You know, the kids came out. I thought they played aggressive. You know, we seemed like we was trying to attack the goal, and we got a lot of offside calls, but I don't think the coach is going to be too upset with that because that shows that they was being more aggressive. And you got to give credit for our end coach. I thought the midfielders was getting the ball up to them, even though there was some offside calls. And I think that's what, you know, we want to try to get those easy goals if we can. So we got Coach Ramirez joining us at the moment here, along with Bailey Sims and Emerson Daniels. Coach, big win.
Yes, I'm very excited and very proud of these girls. They've worked their tails off this season, and they proved what they can do, and they showed it tonight.
Absolutely. I seemed like, you know, we talked early on, and, you know, I think it was the passing. You wanted the girls to, I think, work on their passing a little bit more and trust one another. And I think from just our perspective up here, that showed tonight. I saw a lot more passing. I saw the trust factor there with them, and I thought they did a really good job of trusting each other, battling for each other, and they played till the end.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think a lot of them, not one person on this team didn't give more than 110%, and I'm very proud of them, and hopefully they can keep this energy Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, you had some big moments there. We got Bailey Sims, you know, she scored the second goal. I think Daniels assisted on the goal to Sims, as we're gonna talk to Bailey Sims now. Bailey was just talking about the second goal there. I think it looked like Emerson Daniels had kicked it ahead of you, kicked it to you, and you was able to take that and get that 2-0 lead for us, which I think was huge. And I thought that was a good play by you guys. It looked like you held on that to make sure you was on sides, and I think she placed it in the perfect spot for you to go get it. So an excellent job by you tonight. I thought you played really well, and congratulations. I know this is for a senior, this is a big win, and you always want to go to the district. So what does it mean to you to get to the region, actually?
It means a lot because we haven't been here in, 3 years?
So it's really big for us, especially with our record.
Well, and again, I think, as a player and as a coach, you always want to see improvement throughout the season. And I think that was a really good job of you guys. Yeah, the regular season may not win as long as it wanted to or the way that you wanted to, but it showed the fact that y'all continue to battle and keep battling, and you got a win tonight. And I think it's paid off, and y'all are going to regions. So congratulations to you guys. And we'll turn the mic over here to Emerson Daniels. So, Gary, we're joined by Emerson again. And, again, Emerson, another big play of the game that we saw as the ball got into the goal there at the end, and East Jessamine was trying to score. Rogers saved it. It came squirting out, and you came in there and just cleared it out so East Jessamine couldn't get a shot on goal. And good effort on your part just to keep staying and battling. And those are the big plays that I think that Coach looks at that sees it's going to help you guys moving forward. And now you're going to go to region. So what does it mean to you as a sophomore? This opportunity doesn't come around often.
Right.
But how do you think you guys did tonight, and what's your feeling on going to region? I know this is your first experience as well, because they said it haven't been in 3 years. So
Right. It means a lot. I'm super excited. I think we did a great job, especially our midfield. I know. I think we really worked well passing, getting combos together in the midfield, and really playing off one another. Like you said, that trust, that relationship, I think was really good tonight. And I think that showed on our offensive side.
Absolutely. As me and Gary had talked about that early at halftime, about the midfield really stepped up and was delivering some good balls. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We'll let you turn it back over to Coach, and we'll close with her on some closing remarks. So, Coach, again, you can't be more proud of your team. Those two young ladies there that just left, I think, really stood out tonight with their effort and their trust factor, and they playing together. And I think that, there's things that you see throughout the game, and we see up here, and the save that Daniels came in and got at the goal, I think it's huge for you guys. It's the Bailey Sims battling and winning the 50-50 balls at midfield. Those things are huge, and you all just did a good job of that. And kudos to your whole team, because they battled, they fought, and they seemed like they was the one that was willing to be the first kid to the ball tonight. And, I'm super proud of them, and I know you are as well. So,
yeah, I was just going to say, we had some offensive, your offensive team up here, so to speak, and then also your the midfielders, but we haven't talked much yet about the back line. And, I thought you got some really good play from Nations and Vaught, and I believe it was Sanders over on the far side, really kept the ball moving back the other way and played really good defense for you back there.
Yes, definitely. Having such a young back line can be risky, but we have 100% faith in our sophomores and our freshmen. They will fight no matter what, and will give you anything that you ask for. No questions asked, and they'll trust you. So I'm very proud and happy to have them on that back line.
Great. Well, congratulations on a big win. We'll get to see you once again on Wednesday night as you guys will take on West Jessamine here.
Yes, sir.
At 7 p.m. back here at the Mercer County Sports Complex, and we'll be back to bring it across the Hometown Radio Network as well. As a big win, and Mercer County gets it here tonight over East Jessamine on the final score of 2-1. So thanks for Coach Ramirez and Bailey Sims and Emerson Daniels coming up and joining us here on our post-game wrap-up report. Coach, get some rest and get prepped for West Jessamine.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, congratulations. And Ray, that's going to wrap it up here tonight. A big win for Mercer County to advance into the district championship, and look forward to that Wednesday night.
Absolutely. It's a huge win, and, just to kind of piggyback on what Coach said there at the end, that back line is sophomores and freshmen, and the midfield is sophomores. Yep. And, they battled hard tonight, and that's the growth that I see this team that's made throughout the years. We've watched them. The second half was different than it was in previous games. Mm-hmm. and the kids battled and they fought. And where it was a 50-50 ball here or whatever, those balls matter in a 2-1 game. And they're going to need that effort again Wednesday night against a very good West Jessamine team.
Absolutely. All right. As big thanks to our sponsors, as Howard Carpenter Floor Covering and all the other sponsors for Mercer County Girls Soccer. Appreciate all those good folks. Big thanks to Robert Wagner, General Manager, back at the Hometown Radio Network, and back on studio controls tonight, Mr. Jason doing a fabulous job as always. And also a big thanks to Ray Daniels for helping me out here tonight. And we'll be back Wednesday night, same time, 7 p.m. for the start of the district championship, which will be between Mercer and West Jessamine. So that's going to wrap it up here tonight. Everyone have a safe night, good night, and God bless.
Mercer County Girls Soccer Action on WHBN. This special sports presentation is brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street, featuring discount flooring prices and is a service of Whitaker Bank, Shelter Insurance, Jamie Dunn Agent, Farmers National Bank, Ranstall's Bureau Chapel, Arnold's Pharmacy, Gibbs Food Truck, and Thompson Pharmacy. This Mercer County Girls Soccer game broadcast live on 99.5 FM WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster.
Enjoy the country classics on WHBN, on AM 1420 and now on FM 99.5. The Rooster, WHBN AM 1420 and now on FM 99.5.